Alright, so Soundtrap is celebrating the end of the year with Drill December to show love for the genre. So they've challenged your boy to make a holiday themed drill beat using their brand new Elevation sound pack. Of course I accepted, man. It's been a thing on my channel for a few years now, but this one's going to be different because I am going to be using Soundtrap to cook up the beat, but you guys will also have access to the project. So if you want to add to it, collaborate with me, or even remix it, I've left a link to it in the description, along with 1 month completely free of Soundtrap Premium so that you can access the new sounds. So yeah, I'm going to start cooking up a beat, and if you like what you hear, you know what to do. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so we're inside the Soundtrap. I'm going to set the BPM to about 145. Scale I'm going to leave on G minor for now. And I'm going to start with a melody, but there's nothing really festive about drills. So what I'm thinking I should do is just create some sort of dark melody, but just choose the right sounds. So I'm thinking some bells, maybe some strings, chimes, things like that. But I'll see what I can find. So yeah, let's just add a keys track, or we could just search bell in here, see what we got. Maybe this one. So yeah, maybe we could start with some chords. Stretch these out. Copy this over. Then we'll just move these ones. So yeah, it could just come down like this. Maybe just copy these middle notes too. Let's change the key. Let's bring it to like D minor. Or we could try E minor. Yeah, maybe here. Let's get the bass notes back in though. And I think to keep it dark, we just need to keep the same bass note. So yeah, let's test this. So that could be the main melody. Sounded kind of Christmassy. Could just add 2 more notes here, just for a little bit of variation. Okay, let's go to the effects. We'll just mess around with the delay. And then I'm also just going to add some reverb. And then with the filter, because I know I'm going to want an 808 in there, I'm just going to bring the low cut up to about 150. All right, I think I've got an idea. So what I'm going to do is go to edit, go to change pitch, and then we'll just pitch it up an octave. And then I'm actually going to export it as a WAV audio file, and then we'll add that back in. All right, because now what I can do is actually create a halftime effect. So I'm going to mute the main one. I'm going to hold Alt, click and drag to 17 so that it's double. So basically taking it from 8 to 16 bars. See what I'm saying? But I'm going to pitch it back down an octave. I only did that because it gives more of a sampled stretch vibe. So we'll go to edit, change pitch, and then down 12. That sounds crazy. All right, next up, I'm going to go to the loops folder. And if you type in elevation, you'll find all the new sounds. Like this choir sounds sick. I like the way this flute sounds, you know. Let's add that. I only want the first half though, I think. So I'm going to trim that, and then we'll split it here. And then we'll bring that back in the second time around. But then we can add some delay to set the time. We'll try quarter notes, and then we'll add some reverb too. And then I'm going to copy both of those, and I'll transpose this one up an octave. I'm just going to need a filter to take out some high end though. Yeah, there we go. It's sounding hard. Let's go back to the loops folder and we'll see what else is in the elevation kit. Oh, this sim sounds hard. But just that first part, I think. So yeah, I think I just want to cut it there and then just have this first part repeat. But let's see what it sounds like reversed. Bring this part back, and then maybe we could just repeat these 2 bars. Could also pitch it up an octave just to get more high end out of it. Yeah, that sounds mad. Just need to filter it a bit. So yeah, we'll just add a filter, add some low cut, some high cut, some reverb, and then I think some auto pan. And we'll just have this kind of float between both ears. See what I'm saying? That sounds cold. All right, I still think we can make it sound a little bit more festive. So let's just type in Christmas and we'll see what we can find. Yeah, it definitely needs some jingle bells in here. But I'm taking it a step further, man. I actually bought some jingle bells to record something in. So let's see if this will work. So let's just add a voice track. I've got my interface selected, and let's just start recording. I don't think I've ever played the jingle bells, man. I feel like that kid in school that can't play any instruments, so he's just handed the triangle. All right, I'm just going to zoom in. I think we can get it a bit more on time. There might be some okay parts. That's not bad, you know. So I actually left a vocal preset on there, so I can just swap a few of the effects around. EQ, we'll just take out the low end, just boost the highs a bit. Let's get rid of the delay. I think we could bring the reverb up, but we'll just choose the church one. But we'll just bring the mix up a bit. Yeah, that fits the vibe, you know. Alright, let's go back to the loop folder and we'll search fireplace. I just want some crackling sitting in the background. Yeah, something like that could work. Or this one, you know, that one sounds kind of warm. Just added a filter and I'm just bringing up the low cut. Just as a bit of texture. Okay, I think the melody sound is sick, but right now I just want to get some drums in. So we can either add a new track and add a drum machine, or we could just go to the loop folder again and just search something like drill. Or if you guys remember my last video, I've actually got my own kit on Soundtrap called the Desert Pack. So we could search that too. Let's grab a snare from my kit. We'll grab this dirty one. We'll open it in a sampler. And then I think it might be easier to just do it in the piano roll. So we'll just get a basic pattern down. Alright, let's grab a counter snare in as well. I like this Rex one, and also this one for a bit of a lighter one. So yeah, let's open them up in a sampler again. So yeah, just starting off with the main bounce. Actually, let's use this higher one. I think that fits the vibe more. But we can definitely make that pattern better. I think we can make this one even faster. And then with the velocity, we'll just start low, and then it can gradually come up, and then we could even just pitch these up. There we go. Same with this one, we'll just cut this too, and then I just want to copy these fast ones. Alright, so I'm liking the way that's sounding. I'm just going to copy that. And then just a couple changes in the second half of variation. And then yeah, with this one, we're just going to gradually bring the velocity down. So we got this one rising up, then the other one could drop down like this. Alright, next up, we're going to grab an 808. So for this one, we'll use this. And one of my favorite 808s of all time is in here, man. The Rider 808. This is from my Desert kit, of course. So yeah, let's load this up. Now for the slides, we want to set the glide length. So we don't want it too long like this. I think just somewhere down here. I think I'm just going to record the pattern in, you know, and then we can fine tune it in the piano roll. Alright, so it wasn't perfect, but I've got the idea down, and now we can just quantize it. So we'll go to edit, quantize, and we'll do an 8. To slide, we just need some of the notes overlapping. So like this one can go down, and then maybe overlap a bit there. So we'll copy that, and then just change a couple of things in the second half. Let's just bring this up, and then we'll turn the velocity down. And then we'll just shorten these too. Alright, and then we'll just switch it up at the end as well. I think we could just bring it down an octave like this. Yeah, and then just 2 at the end like this. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, let's grab a kick in as well. There. Then we can just copy this. Alright, we're getting there, man. I think we just need a couple perks and effects in there, and then we can do a proper structure. Let's see what the elevation pack's got. This lead sounds kind of sick, you know. Kind of sounds like a choir, so it might match that festive vibe. But we could just have it in one part. So for example, when we mute these. Yeah, so when I start arranging it, I'll definitely find space for that. I think we need some big hitting bells as well. Yeah, something like that. We're just going to pitch this one up 4 so that it's in E minor. Alright, and I'm thinking in one section, maybe a bridge or something, I want to add a choir. I think I found a perfect one. From one of the other drill kits, the Brixton one. Again, just trying to add to that festive sound, because when a few of the other things are muted, it'll sound like this. Perfect. All right, so we'll find space for that soon, but for now I just want to add a couple more perks in. Yeah, something like this will work. And then I think some effects too. Yeah, something like that. So we could add this to a new track. But then on that effect, I've just added a filter, some reverb, flanger, and delay. And now it's sounding like this. So then with the beat. Only other thing I think we need now is just a riser and maybe some kind of perk ender. So one of them could be this. And then yeah, maybe something like this at the end. And then the one to end the 8-bar has to be this one here. So yeah, I'm just going to split it there. See what I'm saying? It just adds a ton of energy. So yeah, I think I've added enough to this beat right now because I still want you guys to remix it. So I'm just going to give it a quick structure. So we're just going to start by copying everything, and then we'll take everything again. We'll drag it out and just make a 16-bar intro. I think we could just start with this. Get this effect into. Then we could bring the hats in here. And I think with a choir, we can probably save that. And then we'll bring the flute at the top end back. Have the hook for 16 bars, and then we can take quite a few things out. So we'll take out the flute and this top line. And I think we'll save that part. Save the choir too. Save the percussion and maybe the kick. I think the snare as well. And then just a quick cut of the counter snare. So yeah, we'll have a 16-bar verse, and then in this section, it's going to be the bridge. So I think here we can bring the choir in. Actually, a quick change of mind. At the start of the verse, I've just got this synth, and then the choir can come in after 8 bars. And then right before the drop, we can just cut a few things. And then yeah, I think from here, I can just cut this and then copy everything over. All right, man, so let's have a listen from the beginning. Yeah, so in the end, I didn't feel like I needed to add the faster bells. I thought the vibe was better with this. So yeah, just build up with the counter snare. Crazy, you know? And the higher flute. Definitely getting Christmas vibes from it too. And then into the verse. So yeah, just a small part of the synth. Bring the choir in for more energy. I feel like when the choir comes in, it really gives you that holiday vibe. And then yeah, into the bridge. So if you want to work on this project, I've left a link to it in the description. And shout out Soundtrap once again.